Yo, what's up guys? We are back with patch 14.12. Sorry, the music is a little bit loud. There we go. Alrighty, so this is Faker's patch. Let's get right into it, guys. Exciting stuff this patch. Um, I don't know if you guys have heard, there's a $500 Ari skin. Wait, sorry, the music's still a little bit loud for me. I don't know if it sounds like that um, to you guys, but it's hard to focus. Alright, there we go. But yes, there is a $500 Ari skin out right now. It only lasts this patch, I believe. So guys, if you like Ari, if you like Faker, cop up. But I would not support Riot for these type of things that they're doing. I think it costs way too much. But yeah, you guys, definitely look into that. But yeah, let's get into the changes for sure. Here we go. Here's the Hall of Legends, guys, is what they're calling it. We see here Ari. This is the base skin, and there's two other forms of it, I believe, or one other form you get for the $500. I would hope there's a couple forms for $500. I'd hope it's one of the best skins in the entire game. But yeah, it looks very cool. Splash art and everything. You can see she has a crown on one of her tails. She's dressed in like gold and red, and her tails look I don't know, just like fiery and awesome. Yeah, it's a really nice skin for sure. Let's see, let's get into the changes, guys. So Aatrox is getting some buffs this patch, kind of. So they're reducing his health regen growth and improving his armor growth a little bit. And these are some weird changes. So his ease base healing that it goes up per level is getting changed to 16%, and then increasing by 0.9% per bonus health that you have. So I think this is trying to incentivize people to stop going into like lethality builds. I know a lot of Aatroxes are building like what is it called? That one lethality Hydra item, Profane Hydra, and then they go into Eclipse, which is like no HP, full damage. It's not really a bruiser playstyle. It's more like a one-shotting playstyle. So they're trying to like change him into playing more of a bruiser. And it no longer has increased healing during his ult. And his R now just gives flat increased healing. So it gives 50% increased healing at rank 1, 75% increased healing at rank 2, 100% increased healing at rank 3. So I think these are some great buffs. We're going to be seeing this champ a lot more. I feel like he's either really broken or really terrible every time he's like changed, or like, I don't know, just whenever this champ is around, he seems like really good or really bad, never just like kind of balanced. Next champion, Akali. So Akali's Akali has been doing good since the item update, and I think they're gonna see. I think she's gonna be seeing some nerfs due to that. So I think they're just nerfing her E damage. The E base damage is going down by a decent amount, honestly, really decent amount. But the AD ratio is going up a tiny bit, which is weird. I think it's kind of pointless because it's just total AD. Like basically how much AD you have in the game at the moment, and you don't really build much AD on this champ anyways. And the AP ratio is going down by 10% as well. So some decent nerfs, I would say. Yeah, it's good to see. Akshan, I think he's getting hit with some nerfs too because of the items, really. They go like kind of critty builds on him, and it's just doing way too much too early into the game. Yeah, with like new Kraken, I think it's like new Kraken into like Collector, IE, it's just doing so much damage. So, it looks like his passive is getting hit with base damage nerf. Yeah, base damage nerf overall. And his E is getting hit with like base damage nerf and the ratio nerf, which kind of sucks, but yeah, it's getting nerfed pretty decently. Ashe, also one of the best ADCs because of the item changes, is getting hit with some nerfs. It looks like they are nerfing her passive damage with her like slowing auto. So if you slow something with your W or an auto attack, or your ult, I think even, and then you auto attack them, it does like bonus damage. But I think it's getting reduced by a tiny bit, just 5%, nothing big. I think she's still going to be really good, guys. Just make sure you're building like crit. Don't fall into these on-hit builds and like sus builds. I just think crit is the best build for Ashe, for sure. Blitzcrank. Blitz is getting, whoa, these are some weird changes. So his HP is going down, but it looks like his passive shield will last 10 seconds now compared to 4. It's going to be a lot harder to dive this champ now, guys. I don't know about that change. That's insane. Interesting. Corki, I think Corki is getting changed a little bit because I mentioned earlier he had this like lethality build where you just W into somebody's face with like lethality items, and it just, you W and you turn on your like machine gun thing, the E, and it does so much damage. And I think a lot of Corkis were kind of just playing around that, not really like weaving their autos in, like playing him like a traditional ADC, but they are going to be trying to change him so he's played more like an ADC. So his base AD is going down a bit. His attack speed growth is going up a decent amount, guys. 0.5 per level. That's really good. That's like 6% attack speed at the end of the game. That's like half of a dagger worth. That's 150 gold of stats right there. His Q base damage is going up a little bit. AP ratio is going up a little bit too, interestingly enough. I don't know why, because they really want him to be played as a crit champ, but this is like weird. I think it's just like for fun, guys. I don't know if AP Corki is any good anymore since they changed. He basically does like no magic damage really, like other than this Q. I would not go it, but let's see. They're reducing the cooldown a little bit too. And his E, I think this is to be expected. It's getting hit with a couple of nerfs, so base damage is going down a little bit at per rank. The armor MR shred is going down a little bit as well, and then the mana cost is going up. So this is just not as spammable as before. Sorry, kind of late. But yeah, so it's good to see. Ezreal, he's been needing some buffs, and I'm really glad to see this. So he did not benefit from the item changes at all, really, and it's just been like aids to see this champ on my team, to be honest. I just feel like whatever ADC the enemy is playing will be better than him. Like, I don't know. Like, I had like a 19-3 Ezreal on my team once. Like, he played as good as he possibly could have, but we lost. Like, I don't know. He's just not doing enough. So let's see. His AD growth is going up. His Q damage is going up 10% ratio, guys. Huge. His R base damage is going up too. At all ranks, love to see that, guys. So he's getting a lot of extra damage in his kit with this patch, which is huge. Karma, this champ, it's just like they just don't know how to find a good identity for her. I feel she's like either really good mid, really good support, really good top, but they're not able to find a good balance for this. It looks like she's just getting more buffs for supportive, like for her support role. Her E is getting more base, and then the move speed duration lasts longer, and the shield is bigger, and these are like the extra with her ult. Is also getting buffed, so her shield is getting better. They're not touching her Q, they're not touching her W, but yeah, it feels like she just gets buffed and nerfed over and over again. Definitely interesting champ, but I can see how she starts to balance. She's definitely like really good in the right hands, but we don't want her to make like every person who plays her is really good. So yeah. Master Yi, he's getting hit with some nerfs here. He's getting a little bit of less bonus damage to monsters with his Q. His W damage reduction is going down from 90 to 70%, and the cooldown is going up by 1 second. So decent nerfs. I don't really ever see Master Yi in my games, but yeah, decent nerfs for sure. Nefiri, so this champion has been pretty doggy for a while. Get it, guys? But yeah, that wasn't funny. But they're they're buffing her back up a little bit. Let's see. So the passive, like the little pups, I think they are getting some buffs, base damage, and AD ratio. So that's nice to see. And her Q is, let's see, execute. I think, what's it saying? Non-epic monsters. So it's not going to be executing like drags and barons and stuff with this anymore. I guess maybe that's been happening a lot. I don't really see that, but that's a weird thing to put on here. Weird, yeah, for sure. Uh her heal is on, oh, it's on champions and large epic monsters now, so it works on like the drags and so wait, what? I don't really know what's going on with these changes. Weird. So they're taking something away from hitting drags and barons, but now it's getting something interesting. The cooldown is going down a decent amount early game. Scales back to being the same late game, so we might be seeing her more. Some good early game buffs, I would say. So yeah, pretty decent. Neela is getting some buffs. Yep, some buffs. So health regen's going up by a decent amount. And then the armor growth is going up by a tiny bit. So yeah, good to see. I don't really see her much at all other than one Trick's playing her. So good for them, I guess. Rek'Sai is getting some nerfs, I would say, right? Because she's been good. Yeah, nerfs. So her Q bonus attack speed going down by 10%, and the burrow damage is going down by like 20 at all ranks, it seems. Pretty decent nerfs, to be honest. Pretty decent nerfs. It definitely will put her a little bit less of an early game absolute monster, but still going to be really good, guys. I would not count out Rek'Sai. Skarner, so he definitely needs some nerfs. He is getting hit with 40 base health, and then health growth is going up a little bit to try to even that out late game. His passive is the magic damage 7 to 10% of the max HP is going to 5 to 11%. So it scales up to being higher late game, but early game, he's not going to be as oppressive, I think. So that is great to see. I feel like Skarner is he's just full tank is doing too much damage. So I do like those changes. Talon is getting some interesting buffs. So his Q cast time now scales with attack speed. So I don't really know how that's like I don't know any Talon player that buys anything except like lethality. Like I don't know how this could ever be like useful on him much. Maybe like Bork Talon. I don't know, guys, but very interesting. They're changing his W, so it does a little bit more damage, but they're nerfing the jungle modifier, so he's not going to be too broken in the jungle because of that. Yeah, interesting buffs. Maybe I don't think it'll do much for him, but yeah. Let's see, Tryndamere. So Trend is getting some nerfs. His QAD is going down by 5 at all ranks. His E damage, base damage, is going down by 5 at all ranks as well. Very small nerfs. Very small nerfs. I don't even know if this is like, I guess the AD is a decent nerf, but that is this has to be the tiniest nerf I've ever seen ever. I'm not gonna lie. 5 base damage is so low. That is crazy. But yeah, we're never gonna complain about trade nerfs, guys. We'll take what we can get. Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate is I guess he's getting like nerfed even more. I didn't think he's like super good. I thought he was just decent to like good in good hands, good matchups, but yeah, it looks like his AD growth is going down. The Q is losing some AP ratio, 5% AP ratio. His W mana cost is going to be going up. And the mana that the blue card restores is going up as well early game. So this might seem like it breaks even, to be honest. Oh, I see. Yeah, it kind of does. Like, cost-wise. Like, you need more to cast it. But you will get, like, like about the same amount back. So it's very weird. Let's see. Arcane trailer just dropped. Victor gets a quality of life buff to celebrate. That's funny. So Q2 now works on is now applied to tower. So Q2 is like, so basically Victor's Q is two parts. The first part is a point and click ability that shoots something out. It's like a little frisbee that does damage, and when it returns to him, he then gets an empowered auto attack. It doesn't have to like return to him or whatever. I think the attack, he gets the empowered attack like right away. So yeah, so now you can like Q something and then auto attack a tower for bonus damage. It's big. Vlad is getting some good buffs, guys. This champion is terrible at the moment. Like, I know a lot of people are happy about that, but I think people get frustrated about this champ for the wrong reasons. Like, he has some things that are hard to deal with, hard to punish, for sure. Like, I will not deny that. Not using mana and having like infinite sustain in lane are two really strong things about this character, but I think people take that too far and they're like, he's broken. He's like so so broken in lane, so this, so that. There is a big difference, guys, between a good Vladimir player and a average one. Like, it is the biggest difference. There are like there's like no challenger Vlads. Like, honestly, guys, let's quickly do some research here. Leaderboards. There, like, this champion is just really hard to master, I feel, and even the best players, like, I don't know. I'll just let the stats speak for themselves. So let's see here. Let's see how many challenger Vlads there are in NA. I know, not the best region. Like, there's not even any GM ones up here, really. Oh, there's one guy Grandmaster, pretty good. There's one challenger Vlad, guys, so far. That's pretty good. Like, it seems like, yeah, like, there are two guys who can possibly make this champion work. Whereas, if I click on, like, anything else at random, like, there's going to be, like, something, like, challenger on this. Like, multiple players even, maybe. But there's a couple of Grandmasters. I just pick Jace. Like, maybe not the best example, honestly. I don't know, but like Grandmaster, Challenger, Grandmaster, Challenger, like, you guys can see. I know this is a terrible like comparison of statistics, but it's not really a great way of like judging a champ's strength or whatever either. But I'm just saying, like, this champ, as frustrating as he may be, I would not say he's a good champion. So yeah, he's getting some buffs. Sorry for that rant about that. I just felt like I had to say that, maybe, or just share my opinion on it at least. Let me know if you guys agree or not. Like, I don't disagree. He's frustrating, but I would not say he's that strong. His W is going to cost less HP to cast, and it heals 30% instead of 15 now, so doubled. And then his bonus HP ratio. Oh, this is also for the damage, I believe. So, it does 15% of his bonus HP as damage now as well. So, yeah. So, it's going to be better to use this ability aggressively now. So, good buffs. Really good to see, honestly. Yone, 3 armor buff. Huge. I think... Yeah, I think that should help him. I don't know if he's, like, good or bad, to be honest. I think he is kind of been weaker since the removal of like the old Kraken Slayer, the old shield bow that gave the all the stats he wants. But yeah, I think definitely this will help him. I think people are just kind of having a hard time figuring out what build to go to on him, which I agree. Like, I'm not too sure what is good. I maybe think on Yasuo Yone, like, you can go maybe like a BF sword and then finish a Zeal item and then finish like IE. That's maybe like yeah, that's maybe how I would build him, but I don't play either, so I would not like take that seriously if you play them. So I don't know. Yumi, Yumi's getting some buffs here. Her E is now 10 seconds at all ranks, and her R now heals a bit more at all ranks. Good to see. That champion is terrible as well. Um, Item changes now. Let's get right into it. So, LDR is getting some quality of life buffs to how it is built. Pretty good. Noon Quiver is now giving only 20 AD because I think they're changing it for a couple of items. Yeah, it's now built in Lord Dom, so they're changing it a little bit. Scout, Slingshot, I don't know what this is for. Oh, RFC, Runons, and Shiv. Yeah, they're just changing like build paths, guys. I wouldn't worry too much about all this right now. They're not really a big deal. Not much has changed. Yeah, they're just changing build paths. Like, I'm not sure how much that would affect the actual item spikes and all, but they are not actually changing the item stats. Void Staff is getting 10 more AP. Crit Bloom has been overshot. I don't like, okay, I don't know if I'm like right or wrong, but like, I don't get how like every champ is going Crit Bloom. I think some champs are genuinely just better with Void. Like, I think champions that deal like that you are playing purely to deal damage should go Void Staff. So, champions that come to mind, like I am talking about AP champs that have no utility. Like they are just damage. I would say like and like okay, Karthus comes to mind. I would say maybe like who else? Like Vladimir too. I think a lot of Vlads go the Crypt Bloom item, but like the champion has no utility. He just only does damage, and you want to be doing damage. Void Staff gives 10% more magic pen, guys. 10% is a decent amount more damage, I would say. But I don't know. A lot of people are just like overgoing Crypt Bloom, I feel, and not valuing Void Staff's extra damage. But yeah, they're buffing it up, so people are picking it more. But I think it was already good. People are just buying the Crypt Bloom because of the healing thing, and then the haste is nice as well. But yeah, let's not sleep on this, guys. It's really good. I'm trying to think of more champs. I think Veigar too. He does have good utility, but I don't think he needs like CDR or anything from Crypt Bloom or like that healing thing. It's just not useful for a champ like him. I think Crypt Bloom, to be honest, is good on like these like melee AP champs that get in there and get low for like, and it gives a big self heal for them. So I would say it's a bit better on maybe like Diana and stuff, and like Echo maybe, but Fizz, Crypt Bloom is decent too, but I just can't see Void being this slept on. I'm not sure. Soreldia is getting a bit extra pen, which is good because this is like starting at 20% was really low for this. I didn't think it was that good because a lot of people were just going Black Cleaver or straight up LDR on champs that don't even like build any other crit because it gives 40% pen flat. So yeah, really good buff. Runes. First strike is getting a small nerf. 5 gold less per proc, and then the damage gem is going down by 1%. Needed to see this. A lot of champs are like brain deadly, like getting money. Like MF with her E would be getting 15 gold every time she used it, plus a bit because of the damage, which is just like absurd to me. That's just like too much gold for free. They're changing some recommended rune pages for champions. Guys, make your own rune pages. Make your own rune pages, guys. Please do not follow these. Think about your games. Make your own rune pages. Do not I would not do the happy meals, guys. Please. This stunts your growth as a player. It makes you not critically think as much about the game, matchups, all these things. Like, I know it's like easy it's easy to just like use I would use these as a guide, and then change it. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. That's just my view on it. Let's see. Arena changes. I don't play that game mode, so I might just skip over this. Sorry, guys. Mythic Shop rotation. So now Fairy Court Cat is available. True Damage Senna. Brave Phoenix Zaya. Prestige Coven LeBlanc. Dawnbringer Karma. Hextech Nocturne. The Zerath skins are out. And leaving the Mythic shop, no more Arcade Caitlyn, Nightbringer Kane, Fuzz Fizz, or the Panth skin. So guys, definitely get those Mythic skins if you want them. And yeah, let's see. And here are the skins, guys. So this is the Immortalized Legend Ari. Beautiful skin, just holding the crown for Faker. Risen, we looked at this earlier. Super nice. LeBlanc, really cool skin. These are all iconic Faker skins. And then this is the Zerat skin. And I think that's it in terms of skins. And some of these champions, some of these older skins are getting some chromas, which is dope. That looks cool. That looks pretty sick too. Yeah, some good chromas, guys. Wow, I really like these a lot. It's really cool. Really cool, guys. So yeah, if you guys like Faker, if you guys like Ari, cop those skins for sure. If you have $500 to blow, I would get the whole package. But yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys. It was kind of a quicker video compared to usual. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and not too many changes. Good luck in your games, guys. I will try to upload a little bit faster from now on. I'll try to do patch previews. I might try to post a tier list video if anyone's interested for jungle, ADC maybe, but I don't know too much about the other roles, so I don't think it's valid I make them for any other roles. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys on the next video.